Somebody's about to get tan.
Yeah, I moved to Florida to get some sun, but I still go tanning.
You don't have time to go to the beach.
No. Josephn's like, why don't you just lay out by the pool? And I'm like, this is, I don't know, I like tanning in a tanning bed. Hello. Good, how are you? Lunsford.
What did you want to do?
I'm just gonna be like the stand up again. Probably like, just like 5 minutes.
Well, fine.
Do you want to air that tire? The back right one?
Sure, I can put air in it.
You don't care?
The back
You
right?
good with it? Like,
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you do it. All right.
Have fun.
Thanks, man. Trying to get this pasty white a little tan.
We'll see the difference.
Can you tell the difference?
Did you get whiter?
As long as I don't get burnt, especially because I'm going to see Hani in 2 days. So there was one time I showed up in Dallas and I was like kind of red. He's like, dude, you look like our lobster. What? I'm like, bro, you told me to get a tan, man. I didn't want you to get burnt. Like, what are you doing?
No, it looks good. It's very subtle.
Yeah, it was like one of those times last year we had like a beach day the day before.
Oh.
And I was like, man, I really think I need to get out of the sun right now. And I just kept staying out on the beach. And then I was like burnt the next day. I was like, oh no.
It's not
So
fun.
I'm just trying to get a little bit of a tan, but this is what we do, you know, being normally 8 weeks out is whenever I start tanning, but I was just tired of being white and pale.
Yeah.
So last week, 9.5 weeks out, I started tanning, and yeah, we're like 4 days in now. Anyway,
Looking good.
4 days in, I want to start off really light because normally I just jump the gun. I'll like, for example, if it's like this is a 7-minute bed, I start off at like 4 minutes.
Gotcha.
I did that for 2 days and I felt fine. Of course, I put like some tanning lotion on. Usually I use like Pro-Tan, but I just ran out, so I had to grab this one real quick.
Does the tan like gradually get darker?
Yeah, so each day, like I did 4 minutes one day, then 4 minutes the next day, then I did 5 minutes yesterday, 5 minutes today, and I just feel fine. I just want to make sure like I gradually increase it, so that way I can take like a break, like a day here or there, like not tan. But normally, like right before the Olympia, the last few weeks, I'm tanning every single day as long as I can. I'm getting as dark as I possibly can. But I don't like doing it year round because I just think it's bad for the skin.
Yeah.
But before a competition, it's super good to get that base coat tan, you know, from like the sun or from a tanning bed before you go and get the competition tanner on you. And that's even like what Pro-Tan recommends, that you get a little bit of a base tan first before you put the Pro-Tan tanning, like competition, you know, bronzer on. So
It'll take to it better, kind of.
yeah, it always looks way better. I think even the skin has a different texture to it. I always think tanning at least like maybe 8 weeks into the show is really important. This time was like 9-10 weeks, just because I don't know, I was tired of being white.
Jump start.
Now I need to just shave my body.
The tire's full now.
Thank you, bro. Champ, how are you?
Champ, super champ. I don't know what to call you.
I don't have it down just yet, but I practiced a couple times.
It's
I
okay.
can't say I'm any better.
I'm excited.
I tried to actually go and do a little bit further in the routine.
Yay. I like that.
But hold up. I might be a little too big to do one of the things.
That's fine.
Like when I say big, I mean heavy, like my knees.
Yeah.
So on that next portion, whenever like it comes down like this, that kind of hurts my knees. So I was thinking like if I'm here, I could do something like this.
Absolutely.
So
We can do front lunges because nobody does those.
yeah.
I think I'm the only person who's done
Because
that.
the side like this, like kind of hurts my knee.
No, that's totally fine.
But-
We have some front stuff anyway, so
Yeah.
we can change it. But yeah, I mean it's
But like,
definitely open for
I'm
changing.
so excited about this
Yay!
freaking routine. This routine is gonna be awesome. It's already
It is.
awesome. I just have to do it myself now.
No, you got me. I'm super excited.
Yeah, if I had you to do it for me.
No, you're gonna kill it. You were like the first practice, you killed it already. So I mean, like I was telling you, I think if you, when you do this,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a big statement to the whole league that posing isn't dead and the big guys don't have any excuse and they can still get down.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for whoever goes after you.
I'm just thankful I got you in my corner to help me with this. 'Cause I would not put a routine like this together if it wasn't for you. So thank you, first of
No,
all.
it's my pleasure.
And for me, it's just like, it gives me more confidence knowing that you put the routine together and you've been working with me. But like, also, I I feel like it's more fun now. Because before, like, the posing routines just weren't really fun for me.
Yeah.
And now that, like, you put something together and we've been working, like, I'm actually having fun with it.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. I mean, it's like, it can be overwhelming and scary at first when you're like, I have this big task. Like, how am I? You make these like things in your head, but once you start breaking it down, and getting into it, and you're like, I can fucking do this.
Yeah.
And I'm having fun doing this.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we were talking about, I mean, how many times are we gonna get to the Olympia? Who knows? It could be your first. It could be your last. So you. Like you said, you want to look back and be like, those were the good old days, and like,
yeah, you just want to give your best to each time you're on stage. You don't want to just half it when you're on stage. You want to give your best each time. So when you look back, you're like, oh, I wish I would have put together a better routine, or I wish I would have done this differently. Like, I don't want to have that feeling.
Right.
I want to be like, wow, that was pretty awesome that we did. I did my very best. That was my very best I could have given. Could have given.
Mr. Olympia, any Olympian should have no potential left on the table.
Exactly.
Like, it should be all exploited.
Exactly.
And posing is included. So.
Oh, by the way, no need to introduce the one and only Lois Lane, Rachel Daniels.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rachel Daniels, Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. Everybody calls you Lois. Oh yeah, Lois. You know Lois Lane? I'm like, you mean Superwoman? Yeah.
Repping the shirt.
Wonder Woman. What?
Just repping the shirt.
Uh-oh.
You know? Exclusive, right?
Tell you about
Yeah, it's
tough rap line now. Got me on your mind.
Is that right? Heck yeah. Congrats.
No.
I think I saw your post, right? Is that the one you posted there, then?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Don't forget Derek shirts too online. Guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you go to
Right.
DerekLunsford.com. We got the new merch.
Killing it.
Get the drip.
That's right.
And
I
if
feel like I
you
shouldn't say
need
that.
posing, you can go to
Heck yeah.
therealloislane.com. All categories.
Make posing
That's
great
where you
again,
have to go.
guys.
Yeah.
Buy that shirt too.
Oh, yes.
Support.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, let's go over what we did and clean it.
Cool.
And then we'll-
Oh, by the way, she makes you feel super confident in yourself, makes you feel really good. Because even when you blow it, she's like, yeah, you're really getting it. That was awesome. That was perfect. I'm like, Rachel, look, I love you, but like, that was not perfect at all. That was totally, I blew it. She's like, no, you're getting better. I'm like, now you're lying to me.
I know psychology of people, and if you pump them up, like they will. Even if they fuck that one up, if you pump them up enough, like
So
that
true.
confidence, the next time they'll do it, if you knock them down immediately, they're not gonna even remember the next.
Because I called her out last time. I'm like, nah, I blew it on that one. She just started busting out laughing because she's like, well,
It doesn't work on everybody. It doesn't work on everybody.
it still made me feel better though. I just got spray tan. No, he's getting bigger, bro. What's
Keep
going on?
growing.
He's like, yeah, I know. You guys doing some posing? He's going from classic to open, I think. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I appreciate it, man. I'm excited to see you guys come up with. Yeah.
I got a tan today. Can you believe that?
Really?
You got a spray tan? I got a tan.
Yeah, dude. It's.
I can't
Emily's
tell,
like, it's
but
not even that bad. I'm like, bro. Like,
No, it looks good.
appreciate it. 2 days of work.
I guest pose next weekend in Washington, so I'm probably gonna do the same thing, like work out all week and try to save my rest days.
Wow, you going all the way out there?
Dude, I've been to Washington like probably like 10 times this year for posing.
Wow.
Like they,
You have like a big fan base out there, huh?
I guess in Washington State, like
Yeah.
near Canada,
Yeah.
which is weird. I don't know. They like,
I have a lot of Midwestern, like, especially up around like Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, like all through the Midwest.
yeah.
So I do a lot of different guest appearances and things like that there.
When I was in Dallas, it was nice because it was like a straight shot everywhere. But now it's really far. But whatever.
So I'm thinking that like we pose for the camera a little bit, clothes on,
Yeah. It's fine.
and then we turn it off. We take the clothes off. That's weird. That's really weird.
The clothes off.
But like not fully clothed off. Just, underwear.
It's underwear.
All right.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of room in here, but it's fine. So, last time we did pretty much the first whole...
Like I have it all in my head. It's just it's not smooth, and still I'm having a little bit of like timing issue.
Yeah.
So I'm still thinking about it a little bit too much. But as far as the poses, the transitions, and all that stuff, like it's good. I'm good with it now. So we can go all the way through it. It's just gonna be like the timing, and like I'll probably be a little bit stiff still because I'll be thinking about it.
That's totally fine. Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
No, so like the musicality, the tempo, the rhythm, the timing, that's all gonna come with the confidence of practicing, like we said. And we have a lot of time. We're already halfway done. So we'll clean that. We'll backtrack, clean what we already learned. And then the second half is, I will say, it's harder than the first. As long as you're starting to get playing that song over and over, like play it when you're driving in the car, like play it when you're just you're practicing, so that will help you a lot with the timing, because it's like muscle memory. With the music, your mind will know what beat is coming next, and therefore the poses will feel more at home getting where they need to be when you're doing it, as opposed to a song like that you don't know. You're like, oh, I don't know what beat is next.
Yeah.
You've heard that song so many times, you're like, oh, it's gonna be right here because I know this is when the beat comes in. So let's clean that, and then we'll see where we're at, and we can add on, because I think we stopped right before that lunge part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where it was like,
Yeah. So everything we have is changeable too. When we make routines for people, when I make routines for people, I mean, obviously I try to do their style. I'm like a storyteller trying to tell their story. So it's not the way I would pose every time. It's how they would pose. But it's always open for interpretation and changing. So
that's what I liked about, because the first time we talked, I told you, I was like, before you put a routine together at all, you just had the music.
Yeah.
I was like, music's perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, but I'm probably not gonna. Well, actually, let's just put it this way. I'm not gonna pose like you.
Yeah.
So I was like, we might have to tweak some things. So like when you actually put the routine together, I was like, dang, this flows really well for me, and I hadn't even tried it yet.
Right. Yeah.
So you didn't put a routine together for you. You put a routine together for me, and that was really cool. So.
And that's what I think makes a good teacher is. Obviously, I can make a ton of posing routines that I would do, but then I'm going to send somebody on stage looking silly, because that's not who they are and that's not their posing style. Right. Just like when I do your routine, I feel a little goofy.
I love the most
doing
muscular.
my most muscular. That's not really my style, but like when I'm making that routine, I'm pretending I'm Derek Lunsford, and what would he do? So that's finding that sweet spot. So cool. Okay. So let's go over it without the music first, just so we can refresh the moves. In like 2040, bodybuilding's gonna be like, oh, what happened to the days where like, people are posing like, like Derek Lunsford and like Rachel Daniels.
Dang.
And be like,
or maybe we're still competing at 2040.
Yeah. Dream big. I'm gonna be a fat on an island somewhere by then with no quads.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so after this King Kong thing, there's so it's like a drop to a lunge. So there's 3 poses in the lunge. There's like this one, and a bicep. So if we're gonna change those, we need to fill 3 poses in. So you said you like going this way?
Yeah, I thought it was just like maybe something different.
Yeah,
and I've done that
that's
before.
totally fine. So if you're here, there's a lot of things you can do down here.
So it's kind of the same thing with here?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Derek is killing it. Yeah, I couldn't be more excited. Like I said, I'm a posing coach and I have a lot of athletes, but I've for a while now been wanting to get my hands on some of the big boys, like Derek. And I've known Derek since I started competing in bikini, when he won USA's, and I wasn't even a pro yet. And he's like a brother to me. So when he came and asked me to help him with his posing, that, like, it meant a lot to me, not just as a friend, but as a posing coach and an athlete, to get a shot with Mr. Olympia. I also do Miss Olympia's posing routines as well, but I have so many poses that I've wanted to put some of the bigger guys in, and you just really don't see the bigger open guys, even 212 guys, posing like they did back in, the golden days. We've kind of lost that art, and I think a lot of people say, well, it's because they're too big now and they just can't do it. which is I think bullshit. You know, I've done routines and posed with Kai Green, and he can keep up with me for hours. Derek's an extremely hard worker, and you know, just like in his bodybuilding, with his posing, he's gonna do it until he nails it, and he's a perfectionist, and he's killing it. So we're almost done with his. We're pretty much done with his routine. So that's a really good spot to be in. About 9 weeks out. So from there on, we're just work on, you know, the confidence, the dominance, cleaning, musicality, tempo, and just overall stage presence. So these days like this are really fun for me, and I can't wait to, you know, see what's in my head on Derek on stage when he wins the Olympia again.
And let's be honest,
Let's be honest.
she's doing Olympia too, so she can literally just be focused on her prep. She doesn't have to be helping me or anybody else. So thank you for helping me.
Of course.
Seriously,
My routine's done.
super selfless.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we got it.
Boom.
Got it. Now I just gotta get smooth.
Yeah. Let's go.
I literally thought we were gonna be on that back part like the whole time.
Nah.
Not that you're slow, but like that was hard for me to make.
Not that you're
Not
slow.
that you're slow.
I was
Derek, not that you're slow, but I've known you for 5 years, so.
How do I tell you you're slow without telling you you're slow?
Not that you're slow.
You're not the fastest.
What's the opposite of fast? Not saying you're slow.
Yeah, that's you.
Not saying
That's
you're
you.
slow, but like the opposite of fast.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
get it on the
So
drive.
now at least I have the full routine in my head, the poses. I just have to match it with the music now. And then once I do that, I'm just gonna get more and more comfortable. I'll stop doing this the whole time and this, and I'll just.
Yeah. Once you, the great part about when you know the music really well and you know the moves really well is that extra pressure of anticipating and reminding yourself, oh my God, what's next? Oh my God, what's next? That goes away. And that's when you can really start having fun and showing your style and your confidence because you're like, I know where I'm fucking going next. I don't need to think about that. That's when you start doing like the cool extra individuality shit. And that's when it's fun. And that'll be good for you. You have it done now because obviously things are going to get harder and you're not going to be wanting to choreograph a routine. You're just going to want to go through the motions, keep it clean, keep it fresh in your memory, and then you just fucking get up there and win the Olympia. No big deal.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm like...
I can't wait. I can't wait to see your routine at this year's Olympia.
I just finished it.
Did
I'm
you?
not gonna lie, it's fucking insane.
Sick.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Well, they're. Anytime you've ever posed, it's like that. All your guest posing and everything. That's
Thanks.
what you're known for. I mean,
Yeah, no, I worked really hard on it.
yeah, you're the best. You're the best poser in the biz.
Ooh, you heard it here first. No, I'm excited. So you'll work on this, and then when you feel like you're nailing it, we'll get back together and we'll just fucking music.
Perfect.
And then it'll just be you. And then we'll put a blindfold on you. I'm just kidding.
Blindfold. The whole Cedric, God rest his soul. But that was cool. That routine he did with the.
Yeah.
That was like last minute too. He was like, "Give me that," and I just put it on and did it.
That's badass.
Ain't it crazy?
It's bad.
No, I wanna at least see where I'm
Yeah.
walking.
You just walk. You
walk right off
King
stage.
Kong right
I'm
off
like
the
this.
stage.
I'm like doing one of these, like I walk right.
Derek, man, it's time for a workout. It's already 3. Wake up.
What time is it?
It's 3. Time to train.
Hello. Hello, Nala.
Waking up to a camera in your face.
I needed that nap. I'll be honest. I feel refreshed. I always like want to take a nap before I train or before I eat my pre-workout meal and train, but I don't always get to. So today is good. I needed it, especially for posing.
Gotta aim for the top like hello. Yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles. That I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like pain. I ain't never need your help, I know you wishing me well. A penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. But known for my city like OAGZ. Set the pace.